Hey, how you doing, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of God's Concept. I'm moving around, gotta take a piss real quick, but I just wanted to start this episode because I had some mind-boggling revelations. You know what I mean? First of all, I hope everybody out there is having a great day, making the most of this life we're living. You know what I mean? The life you're living. Even though all of us are connected, you know what I mean, in so many ways. All of us are part of one collective mind, one collective soul, one collective heart. You know, that's what they believed in. That's what they believe in when they say I and I. You know what I mean? What Rastafarians believe in the collective. You know, there's no separation between any of us. I have this body and you have that body, you know, but we all one body in spirit, in soul and heart, you know what I mean? Gotta take a poop too. Hey. That being said, you know, I realized that we're all a part of this collective. You know, I've been wrecking my brain trying to figure out what's been going on in my life. Like, you know, how could somebody be such a, you know, I'm a person, you know, I'm not a bad person. I never looked at or thought of myself as a bad person. You know, I always help people out. I'm always doing what I feel to be right. You know what I mean? My morals and values are intact. You know what I mean? I try not to waver. You know what I mean? I really never waver, you know, in my morals and values. My moral compass is there. And I know we all get them thoughts, you know what I mean? Them unmoral, unjust thoughts that we think. Because we are people that been wronged so much. You know what I mean? We all been hurt and abused so much by other people, by the system that we're living under, by people we don't know, by people we love. You know what I mean? We go out here, we work, you know what I mean, to try to gain a living so we can live our life, you know, the way that we feel like we want to live it, you know, to no avail. Because a lot of times we do all this and still don't obtain true happiness or we never really find what we're looking for in life. You know, you could scour this earth all your life and never find what you're looking for if you don't stop and just look inside. Everything that you need, everything that you require, everything that you've been looking for and yearning for, everything is all inside you. I figured this out. You know, I'm coming to that realization. That's why I'm just going to keep stabbing at what I want to do with my life. I'm stabbing at what I've been supposed to do with my life. We have selfish, heartless people, you know what I mean, that we live around and that we interact with on a daily basis, you know what I mean, without a moral compass, without logic in their mind or heart. You know, they say and do things, you know, that hurts us every day. Every day we wonder, why this person is like this? You know what I mean? You ever wondered that about a person? Why is this person like this? What makes this person this way? You know? And it don't make sense because, you know, the same thing that apply to you should apply to everybody, you know, especially if you're treating people justly, or if you're treating people with logic and reasoning and not, you know, trying to hurt anybody in any type of way, or trying to, you know, even say something to hurt a person. You know what I mean? I like to think before I speak as well, a lot of times. I'm realizing what it is, you know. You got a lot of scholars and everything that come to this conclusion as well, but just entertain me for a moment, because I'm not a scholar. I'm a self-appointed scholar, but not like credentially. Like I haven't went to college or got any degrees or scholarships for the system to say that I'm a scholar. But just entertain me for 1 second. Um, what if you're a part of a system? What if you're part of a system that's programmed to learn from you or to have you learn from it? What if you're part of a system or a program or uh, some type of intelligence, some type of artificial intelligence center, right? Where they can manipulate your days, how your days turn out, manipulate, things around you, the people around you, you know, to see how you react, to see your reaction and how would the outcome be? Because we all got a choice. The only thing we control in this world is our smiles and cries. Whether something makes you happy, whether something makes you sad. And even at a point you don't control that because you have your nature, which you're innately gonna do, you know what I mean, what was natural to you. So something might happen that might normally trigger anger or hate or disdain. But what if you don't allow it? What if you didn't let that trigger, that thing that would normally make you like pissed off? What if it didn't piss you off? Would you change the perception of the system that you live in about you? It's oh shit, my tea. I don't like to go off on a deep end or any whew. I don't like to go I don't like to go off on a deep end or anything like that, but at the same time, you know, um, when you find yourself in so many difficult situations, when you find yourself finding different ways of living all the time, when you find yourself trying so hard, but you just can't succeed, or when you find yourself just succeeding in abundance, what do you give the credit to? Or who do you give the credit to? Is it you or is it your creator, your designer? Um, is it from a higher power or is it just, you believing in yourself and you having that drive to get up and go and set forth and you know what I mean, make the most out of your life, you know? Personally, um, I've come to the realization because I'm studying. I'm always studying. Now, I done started studying things that people don't normally study. You know what I mean? And I come to the realization that this is not a matrix like the movie would have you believe it is. Um, it is a matrix, but it's not that type of matrix. Um, do you have certain abilities and you could do anything, right? When you put your mind to it. But yeah, this is it's a simulation, if you will. It's an artificial intelligence thing. It's an artificial intelligence center that I believe that we're in. Because artificial intelligence is in the center of us, not to keep talking about them, the CIA, Central Intelligence Agency, whether you choose to believe it or not, they're embedded in you, or you are embedded in them, right? Because you have a central nervous system called, i.e. your lymphatic system. And what I'm realizing is that everybody's central nervous system can be tapped into. Mine's was tapped into. It's little minute things that show me that this is happening. When I'm trying to record a song, the air that I put my earphone in would start to like reverberate in a way for no reason. And I'm like, what the hell? It doesn't normally do that. Out of nowhere, it just start to reverberate. What is that to stop me from making my music? Is that to, like, what is that? What's going on there? Certain things that you go through on a daily basis, certain situations, certain people saying certain things to you. It's like, it's all there to either hinder you or help you in a way. And to see exactly how, I guess is them learning more about you, because they know more about you than you know about you, right? Anytime they can inject illnesses into your body, they could conjure up situations in your life. You know what I mean? It's that deep. Anything that's tied to the central nervous system of your body, technically, has a level of control over this body. The only thing they can't control is the spirit. Your spirit is yours. Your soul is yours until you choose to give that soul up. You got to make a conscious choice. Like, hey, I'm done with this. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and, do something to myself, or just, do something to the point where I die, or just go out in a blaze of glory or something. I'm not saying that, personally, I'm not saying that, but that's ultimately what they can make happen. You know what I mean? They can make you develop a habit that will ultimately give you cancer and kill you. They can also make you act erratically in a way where you might be fed up to the point where you pull out that weapon and start opening fire on people and things like that, where ultimately somebody's going to kill you and your life is gone. I hate to say it, but it's a very real game that they play. It's like real virtual reality. That's what we're basically in. It's like real virtual reality. Grand Theft Auto, basically, or Saints Row, or any of them open world games that you play, them MMO open world games, that you play and love. You know what I mean? We're all here. We're all just like a data spike, something that's being learned from, something that's being learned about. All of these things. Yeah. It's just something that I'm starting to realize, something that I'm coming to the realization of. My fault, I had to wrap it up down there in the bathroom, man. That shit felt good to the motherfucker, boy. Took me a nice little dookie. You know what I mean? It was unsuspected, though. I had to pee at first. Then that turned into something else. As I had on hot tea water, then I had to run upstairs, turn off the teapot, with my pants and my drawers halfway down my legs, and then go down there and commence to finish taking my shit. So that was an ordeal, but I'm back. You know, needless to say, whether this is artificial intelligence learning from us or we're learning from artificial intelligence, um, either way, whatever we're part of, it's something bigger, something more to it. There's always something new to learn. There's always exciting and exhilarating to learn different things, even if what you're learning about is something bad, something negative. Like I've been going through a lot, and what I've been going through allowed me to learn a lot, and it forced me to learn a lot. Is either you're gonna learn and adapt, or you're just gonna fall to the wayside and just be a statistic, a victim of whatever it is you're going through. And instead of being a victim or statistic of whatever I've been going through, I chose knowledge. I chose the path of learning and adapting. And right now I'm to the point where I'm just gonna do what I want to do. You know what I mean, with my life. You know what I mean. I'm gonna move forward. I'm gonna try to. I'm hoping that I get rectified. I have faith that I'm gonna be rectified. That everything's gonna turn out okay because I've done nothing wrong. So, things, pretty much has no choice but to go my way. Especially when I'm stabbing at the future. I'm stabbing at something that's good for me and my family. You know what I mean? Right now I'm doing a music thing. I have books out. I'm doing books. I'm doing this podcast as well. And this is what I should have been doing for a long time. If I would have known that this is what I should have been doing for a long time, I would have been doing it for a very long time. Put this lock on this door. There you go. Averted an interruption. Whew. That was close. But yeah, man. That's what it's about. Just maintaining and doing the things that comes natural to you. Not the things that you think or speculate comes natural to you. Doing the things that actually comes natural to you. If it's a thought that's negative in any way, those can't be natural. Only time negativity is natural is when you got to defend your life or your loved one's life and things like that. All negativity come from a deeper, darker place that's in your subconscious, that's innately in all of us. That's that part of you that's not really you. That's that part of you that's not natural to you. And we all have that. We all have that dark side. We all could go off the deep end, but that's not what you're naturally inclined to do. Everybody wants to be happy. Everybody wants to live, and everybody wants to love. Everybody loves these feelings. When you feel love, when you feel at peace, when you feel happy, you love these feelings. You can't help but love those feelings. It's natural to love these things. Anything that's negative, it can't be natural. It's something else there. It's something deeper and darker there. So my advice to anybody dealing with dark thoughts or negativity in their life, get positive. Get to a positive place. Start looking at yourself and the environment you're in, the people you surround yourself with, the things you do on a daily basis. Start looking at that. Start looking at changes that you can make in your life. Start looking at different schedules you could put yourself on. Sometimes you gotta just introduce something new to yourself. Trying new things it broadens your horizon. It broadens your point of view. It broadens the way you think a lot of times. Just a different taste or a different feel, a different sight, a different atmosphere. Sometimes is all you need to spark that curiosity to make you wonder what if, or I can do this, or how come, or, you know, the things that make you think in life, things that make you go, you know, that's about all, man. I just wanted to get on here and expound on that. Um, I'm still living, I'm still learning, and I will remain to do so as long as I'm allowed to. You know, as long as the Creator sees fit for me to move forward. Oh, another thing I wanted to talk about, that Bob Marley movie. Oh my God, it was amazing. You know, I really wasn't catching a lot of movies and things like that because, you know, situations in my life. But I caught the Bob Marley movie, and it felt like I was looking at a family member, like I was looking at the story of a relative. You know what I mean? I really felt it was a powerful movie. You know, it made me laugh. It made me cry. It had me in so many different emotional states, just even looking and thinking about the things that I'm going through in my life. And just to watch that movie and see that, you know, we may be generations removed from each other, but still the fight is real. The plight is real. You know what I mean? The things that he went through in his life, I'm going through in this life. You know, similar things. And it shows me that, okay, my father, you know, he's from Cuba, which is 90 miles away from Jamaica, a small ferry ride. So that shows that that energy, that same vibration, that same spiritual energy that's in that area resides within me, within my father, within me, within our seeds, you know, within the within this life. You know, we all have, you know, a goal, something that we're trying to achieve. You know, something that we're striving for. You know, and for me, that thing is freedom. For Bob, that thing was freedom and equality and unity and you know, and letting everybody know that we're all one. You know, one love. You know, and that's what it's about for me as well. You know, it's a thing that I can't comprehend. It's just something that's innately in you. You know, you have to feel it in order to get it and understand. You know, and even once you got it, once you feel it, you have to sit down and really think about that. You can't let your judgment get clouded in any type of way. You have to have clear, concise thoughts. You know, at times the rhetoric that's in your mind, that's in society, that's in your household might cloud the way that you think or the way that you feel, but you have to sit back and get connected or reunite yourself with what's natural in you. You know what I mean? You have to reconnect yourself with what's natural, you know? Yeah, but that's it. That's my time. you know, go out once again. I say it at the end of every episode, and I'm going to continue to say it until I see my analytics jumping or some type of revenue source, some type of finance coming in to support what I'm doing. Not just for me, for my family, for people out there in society, you know, because even if this is some type of matrix or artificial intelligence, we're still people. We're still one people, one collective. And I still love all of you. You know, even the ones who did me wrong in my life, you know, I still love them. I still got love for the ones that do me wrong too. You know, the whole thing is they have to learn from their transgressions and what they do wrong in this life. It's not for me to ever be judgmental on another person because I don't know what their mind or what their central nervous system is telling them to do. You know, I'm not there, you know, to influence that. But if it's negative towards me, then, you know, God help me and God help them as well. You know, the creator knows all. So I don't. I'm just merely a spectator. I'm peeking in. Even though I am a part of that which makes us us. You know, we just got to be more compassionate about each other and each other's, what they're going through in their life. Is basically what I'm trying to say. Through all of this, I've been shown very little compassion, very little empathy for what I've been going through. From family, from friends, so-called friends. I don't really have any of those. From people that surround me, it's like, everybody, got a blind eye to turn towards uh, my situation, as if I'm making it up or I'm living in this fantasy or something. But I'm not. I see clearly what's going on. You know, I took appropriate steps. I feel I've taken the appropriate steps to stop and to mitigate things that have been going on in my life. Um, and whether I get answers or whether this actually everything comes out and turns out good and on a positive note, and I'm rectified and everything's good. That's purely up to the ether, I guess, or up to whatever government system that we're living under. You know, I look at it like this. We were born here. You know, and if I was to go do something crazy or whatever, I would be the first one to suffer repercussions for anything that I do, any transgression, any crime or anything illegal that I do. I'd be the first one to pay for it, and they would make sure that I pay for it. But you know, when somebody do me wrong or something bad happens towards me, so far it seems like nobody pays for it. But I put all the pieces of the puzzle together. I put all of it together, and I just want justice. It shouldn't just be others getting justice or gaining, you know, um, gaining their freedom. For me, just justify me and being who I am and doing good and doing detective work to figure all this thing out, figure all this stuff out. I just want to be justified. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And I know I'm not on the wrong side of things. I'm on the right side of things. You know, I've been a victim of circumstance for too long. And how long can you be a victim of circumstance until you realize that circumstance is not just happening by mere chance? Those circumstances are placed upon you and placed upon the people that you live around every day. So is it really circumstance, or is it just a game that's being played? Being exploited and things like that. But yeah, that's my time, man. I'm Mr. Pagan. This has been another episode of God Concept. Please check out the books, check out the music. House of Cards is still out there streaming. I'm working on some new things with that song as well. I'm syncing it with a lot of different companies so I could try to get it on movies and on the TV and things like that. Just doing more. I'm trying to expand and reach more places and reach new heights and achieve new pinnacles of excellence in my life and for my children, and to show them that these things are possible. So support that, help me with that. I love y'all. This has been an episode of God Concept. Mr. Pagan, over and out. Peace.